Oh, let's talk about a ship that we already talked about, Des Moines. Alister, where are you going to put this?
I would put regular Des Moines in probably niche, maybe playable. It's down pretty far.
Yeah, it
It's,
is.
I mean, you got what, 10 kilometer, almost maybe 11, just under 11 kilometer
Yeah,
range, I
just an
think.
11 kilometer, yeah.
It's like 10.9, and
Yeah, 10.94. That's what it is.
It struggles.
it almost pushes into
Struggle bus
niche
is real.
because its niche is if you come in here, I'm going to kill you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I will
that's
not-
it.
My problem is that now that we're taking Tricked version, we're taking this is just the straight base version of the ship, just equipment, nothing crazy, just a regular commander. I think it's very high playable. I agree with Alistair. It's like barely pushing in niche, but it's high playable just because the meta right now is sniping. And you have to get into its range, and especially if there's a carrier on any team, I'm sorry, you're not getting any damage that game because someone's going to spot you early. You can't fight back. You're dead. Even if you can be straight on tanking and bow tank, it just doesn't hold up enough.
Well, also against randoms, like most of the time, especially if there's a carrier, he'll spot you once in your area, and he might keep you spotted, or a DD might keep you spotted, and nobody's going to come over there. You have that cap, but guess what? Your entire team across the map probably is going to die. And if you push out, the battleship sniper in the back of the map is going to hit you really hard.
Oh, yeah, that's why it needs a little bit of a buff. But let's talk about giving it a buff. I don't know, any more on the base, Des Moines? You good?
No.
All right. So now the Tricked version. If you haven't seen these, and like that, we only covered like one or two on the DD one, but the Tricked version there, we're going to put it with the leg mod, we're going to put it with the commander, camo, everything. We're going to pimp this sucker out with a crap ton of money and or free stuff if you're lucky from wargaming like that. But the Tricked Des Moines. Where are we going with this kid, boys?
So I'm guessing this is Halsey,
or Kincaid. I like Kincaid, but Orlandorf? That's evil.
Yeah.
That's evil. But I guess.
Competitive.
Matt, what do you think of competitive?
I really think it sits right in between that niche to competitive because whenever you put that legendary equipment on it, you lose so much dispersion and it is so hard to hit. Like whenever you are really trying to hit a precise spot, the shells just go out and it is so hard to play it. So I think it really rides that line. I can see it being put in competitive, but I would not play it.
Okay.
I could agree with that. I could agree. Like it's just.
You want to put it in high niche then? Because you can put it at the top of niche.
Yeah,
I don't feel like it's as I don't feel like it's in the niche because in my opinion this now it can move out of its cap. It can now at least fight a little bit better because it does have that range. Yeah. Even at bad range, yeah, you can't shoot that, but you're most likely shooting HE, and actually it's pretty decent HE for it. Let alone you can bow tank. You have the rapid reload to murder anything that gets in close. And for me, I run Kincaid, so now I have 2 radars. So occasionally you pop a radar early, a DD thinks it can sneak up on you, and it can't. It's just it adds enough support that I think it pushes it out of that niche category. But I will agree, it's barely in competitive.
For me, it would be competitive if it had radar too, because 7.1 radar is so hard to use consistently at tier 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just a cap contester, so that 7.1, I always find it works. I don't know. That's me.
That's what I find too. Like for this Des Moines, you can actually sit a lot farther out, and you can actually defend your cap and still be able to hit people.
Yeah,
simple as that.
But what keeps it out of competitive is the dispersion. I think that is the only thing keeping it out of competitive.
I've never had any problems with the dispersion on that. I've only ever run, like, ever since the Des Moines Legendary mod came out, I've only ever played Des Moines with the leg mod because I gave up on Des Moines up until the leg mod came out because it has such crappy range.
Okay, so then explain this to me. What is the difference between Buffalo and a decked out Des Moines?
Buffalo is just better overall. You have better armor.
Better range too.
You have better armor?
Better range, better armor. You're more like you have that additional gun. Yeah, technically you have rapid reload, but better than that. But the thing is that you have the support that adds that in, puts that into competitive, but you still just don't have what I would say is that full package that the Buffalo brings of having once again the 12 guns of HE at a fairly similar rate. So you have the HE to absolutely burn it, but someone gets close to you, you now have the secondaries of the Des Moines and 12 guns. Like you now have a lot more punchy power, which can end those battles early.
You do sacrifice just a little bit of DPM for getting the leg mod as well, which is a disadvantage. So
yeah, I forgot about the DPM.
Version, you lose a little bit of DPM for the leg mod. It's not a Buffalo. Like, once again, if a DD comes out broadside to you and you get one salvo, Buffalo's going to hit it a lot harder because of that extra gun. And against good DD players, you're only ever going to get that one salvo.
Yeah. So I get that it has more alpha, but doesn't it have it does have the same DPM if you think about it, because 6 guns, 3 turrets.
But it's chunkier. So you might instead of needing 3 salvos, you might only need 2. Yeah, it might have the same DPM overall, but you're going to be able to chunk people in that faster way, so that maybe that second salvo gets that just enough over getting to kill them, whereas the Des Moines going to need that final, just that one last turret, or the 2 last turrets in order to kill something. So
I didn't realize that Des Moines armor was worse than Buffalo. I thought
from my experience, you can eat salvos in Buffalo a lot easier than a Des Moines. I don't know if that's just personal experience, but as well as, once again, Buffalo has the Baltimore arcs as well. Like Des Moines, you might need that one extra salvo, and guess what? Your shells aren't fast enough to catch that DD who's going behind an island, while Buffalo is.
Yeah, Des Moines just doesn't have the arcs. I thought, just like Worcester, anything past 9 kilometers, you're not really hitting in the Worcester. Like, I know if you've got the skill, but in general, most players aren't hitting their shot on a DD at 9 kilometers plus.
9 kilometers is tough. I mean, I think 7 kilometers into Worcester is kind of rough.
Yeah, it is. So,
yeah,
I think we're good on Des Moines. Shall we move on to G?
Mm-hmm. Gibraltar. I
have this. Who else has this?
Neither of you. Against it.
Okay.
I think it's playable.
Playable.
I don't know. I'm playing against it.
I'm gonna go. So I say this low meta, high competitive. It's got the same issue as Golden, so the DDs just can't put it. But the problem is that this is you sit and smoke the entire game and you farm, and it is fucking easy to do that. I was accidentally getting 80k plus, which you both know I don't do that. I was just killing in this thing. It's just easy to play. And if you know how to play it and you can sit and smoke and you have that right game, it can't defeat DDs, but I think this is like the best Gouden Leeuw type ship out there right now, where it's just, it can't do with DDs, but it can do with everything else.
It also has a crap ton of guns, right? You have like 3 turrets, 12 guns?
I think it's like 4-2-4 or something. I can't remember. Is it 12? I can't remember now.
It's 3x4.
3x4. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so
you do have 12 guns.
Yeah, but that's the chunk, and the AP is nice, like the HMS AP from like that. So you get plenty of citadels. It is easy to hit like Goliath, but I think that's kind of changed. So,
don't you have like short fuse AP, kind of like the Minnow does too? Or is that not the case? Like on PC, I know it has short fuse AP, so you can still clap destroyers pretty easily with the AP.
It's okay at AP. Right. It's okay at AP close range, but it's still. I don't know. I view it as low meta, high competitive. Ship needs IFHE.
IFHE, isn't it only AP?
Yeah, it's only an AP ship. It's only AP.
Am I missing something?
No, it's just got 4 smokes. Like you just sit and smoke and you farm all game, and that can be incredibly nice.
So whenever you get Betty, does it jump to meta? Or is it competitive with Betty?
Ooh, good point. Shoot, I was only using Beatty on this.
Because APCS and extra smoke is definitely going to help it.
I didn't have APCS at the time, I know that, but I did have the smoke. That might make it, yeah. Ooh.
With Betty, I bet it is competitive.
Yeah. Ooh. Shoot, now you're making me rethink stuff.
You can put it in niche.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Solid. Yeah, it's like some if you have a high DD game, it's kind of gonna be crap. But if you have a high battleship game, this thing farms. Because most people don't have to shoot and smoke anyway, so it's just it could be better. And I think with BD, yeah, that's true. Maybe I should have done a trip to Gibraltar. Darn it. Forgot about that.
Tricked Gibraltar.
Yeah, Tricked Gibraltar. Yeah, if you really want to spend a bunch of money. Luckily, I got mine for ease. That was a funny time. Okay, let's talk about a ship that got some buffs. And I'm gonna go right, Matt. I'm sorry. Alister is this is his ship. He's backed it up since even before the buffs and all like that. But base Goliath, where are you putting it?
I think we could probably put it in playable. I would like to put it in need fixing, but I don't think it needs fixing at this point. I think it's better than Golden Lion.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We had last time we did a tier list.
No, right. Yeah, the Goliath, the buffs just pushed it out of its own tier. It used to only be the Goliath being in the ship tier, but now, no, the Goliath it's a good kiter. And that's what you have to play it as.
I'm waiting, now they add the super heal to the game, the proper super heal. I'm waiting for them to keep the extra repair kit on Goliath and give it the 75% better heal, so you have 3 of them.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Awesome? Oh, come on, man. That'd be so much fun, though.
Oh, man.
But Jellicoe healed every 50 seconds, just healing yourself for 15,000 HP.
Yeah. No. But, Matt, what do you think of the Goliath after the buffs?
After the buffs, I will say Tricked Goliath is a much different story because I've dumped a whole rapid reload into it before, and, it gets away and it's on half health and comes back as full healthy, and you're like, wait a minute.
You're like, shit.
Yeah. So Tricked Goliath is a lot different, but I would agree. Goliath is definitely it's out of needs fixing for sure. It's a lot better than what it was, but still could use some help.
Yeah. I think I'm still pushing for some help. I'm still pushing for probably a reload buff or something because it does have that reload issue that I at least personally believe in. I know some people will disagree with it, but I have that, but I still would think that it needs to have better AP. At the very least, it needs to have better AP because that AP is anemic.
It should do more damage per shell, but I don't think it should have a reload buff because then you're kind of digging into the Zao area where you have smoke, and if you give it like an 11-second reload, now you just basically it's now just a Zao with smoke for its gun power.
Yep. But now Tricked Goliath, I think I can just speak for everyone here. Just goes right into here. Adding Jellicoe just.
It goes up there.
What was that? Alister, you're kind of foggy.
You think it goes up there?
I think it does.
Man, you're giving it a lot of credit.
I would go niche. It's definitely better, but it's not competitive.
I love the ship. It's a good ship, but it's not that good.
I think it's just so damn tanky. You can kite, you can hold, you can just hunt DDs. Like, it just does just about everything. It's just very easy to shoot, but if you put a lot of skill behind that,
a ship with sheer DPM will push you. Like, you cannot hold your ground.
Okay. I can agree with niche. I can. Like, niche is a great category for a lot of ships, in my opinion. So,
yeah, I will say, like, everything we put in competitive so far would be able to rip apart a Goliath. With, like, Austin, obviously, you could wrap a reload, hit and run away. You can't heal that much HP back that the Austin took off you in that Goliath.
True.
I don't care how good your heals are, man.
Like, it's pushed out. Okay.
They will rip you apart. And that's not even including Buffalo in this.
Yeah. No, okay. I can agree. I can agree with that. Now, we've talked about this a few times, so I don't think I need to mention it really at all. Even with the buffs.
I don't think I give it the credit that it needs, I don't think it needs to go one tier down.
No, Golden isn't that bad. My opinion, right now, it just needs an airstrike buff.
Mm-hmm.
And airstrike or secondaries, one or the other. You need to give it something to defend against DDs, or make it really good at make it a DZP of tier 10. Why is the best ship in the line either the tier 7 or the tier 8 premium?
Yeah, tier 7 is the pinnacle of the line.
Yeah. Like, its guns are good, but that can't save a ship from not having really any niche in the category.
If you get a high battleship game, I mean, you're just going to farm and it's going to be fun. Anything else, it's not fun.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's mostly high DD games these days.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another problem too.
Yeah.
Like, I got the ship, I put up the record for it on Rage, and then I never got a game like that again because there were never any battleships. That's pretty much it.
Henri the Fourth.
Matt, I'll give this one over to you.
Yeah.
It's niche.
Yeah, it's a king of niche, and it's an
Tricked
ambusher.
Henry. Tricked Henry. Okay, Tricked Henry without legendary mod, just the camo and a legendary commander. It is competitive.
Ooh, I don't think Felipe brings it that good, but Felipe definitely
No.
helps. Felipe
Felipe
definitely
helps.
helps.
Oh wait, I forgot. I don't really get focused by CV that much. Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't have my name going right behind you.
Okay,
Yeah.
with no CV, with camo and everything, and if you play concealment, I would put it in competitive because it's so much fun.
I could agree with that, but CVs are consistent. I think it depends on the game, and there are some games I love this ship. I wish I would have saved it, but I literally had a game. Go over to A. I cleared out A and destroyed a Montana. Healed up as I went over to C and fucking handled that flank too. It's just you are just going across the damn map.
Well, with you not getting focused by CVs, the way you farm damage and don't get focused, you are the literal meme of, is that a four-person joke that I'm too rich to understand? Hey, that's what you are, man.
Don't make me spit on my bourbon, man. I was not expecting something fun.
Like, that's what you do. You and Steve, man, you guys farm like that, and I'm like, dude, what is this?
Oh,
It is so much fun because I've had games where, so I do run concealment, and if you pop a speed boost, like I've done this to Yamato, where you can't stealth torp, so you like launch one set, then like you kind of shoot while you're headed toward it, and then you launch your other set and you get on the backside, and you pop a rapid reload. You can pop out so much damage so fast, and then you can relocate so fast. So whenever there isn't a CV, it is the most fun, but because of CV, it is a niche.
Yeah, it just gets shut out from a good CV player. You're just dead off the first part of the map, and you can't do anything. It doesn't have good AA.
Well, whenever a CV claps you for 20k and that's half your health, it really limits what you can do.
Or an FDR for 30.
Yeah, it doesn't make me very happy.
Oh. Anything else on Honoring?